Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddhamang Munirajas Sunantu Saggamokhadang Dhammasavana Kalu Ayang Bhadanta Dhammasavana Kalu Ayang Bhadanta Dhammasavana Kalu Ayang Bhadanta Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to him, the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened one. Meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends. The Supreme Buddhas are born to this world to help us to get rid of this dangerous samsaric life. Because this samsara is dangerous, as there are four hells in this samsara. The first one is the what is called purgatory or hell, then animal plane, then ghost plane, and abode of asura. So these four hells, if we are born in these four hells, we have to suffer. Supreme Buddhas have understood the beings are rotating in a circle of samsara without knowing this situation because of the ignorance, not knowing of the Four Noble Truths. That's why, having completed 10 perfections, a bodhisattva come to the final emancipation called attainment of enlightenment. Having enlightened, he, the Supreme Buddha, wants to enlighten others. So, in order to enlighten others, within his tenure of 45 years of ministry, the Supreme Buddha has delivered around or approximately 18,000 discourses. Out of these discourses, there is one particular discourse today, basing on which I am going to explicate some of the ideas which are essential for our worldly lifestyles and for supramundane development. That is simile of the cloth, Vatupama discourse of the middle discourses, first section. This is found in first Vagga called Moola Pariyaya Vagga, the 8th discourse. There Buddha says, if a dyer tries to dip a cloth uncleaned, stained, in a ball of blue, yellow, or red carmine, it doesn't come to a brilliant color. Why? Because of the uncleanliness of the cloth. In the same way, we have to expect pleasurable destination if our mind is defiled with imperfections. You understand. Therefore, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, our mind should not be defiled. It should be pure. It should be clean. And secondly, the Supreme Buddha says, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, if a dyer tries to dip the cloth, clean cloth, without stains, it will get a brilliant color because of the cleanliness of the cloth. In the same manner, if the mind is not defiled, if the mind is not impure, then definitely the next birth would be a pleasant plane, pleasurable plane. In this discourse, Supreme Buddha explicates the imperfections that defile our mind. The first one the Buddha explicates is the imperfection, as the imperfection is uncovetousness and unrighteous greed. We do not like to give things away. We like to grab others' things. Now, this is a kind of imperfection in our mind. Now, in this discourse is very important to study of ourselves. We generally want to study others' mind, how others' lives. We have no time to study of ourselves. Now, this discourse is delivered to the bhikkhus, but this is generally and this is applicable both laity and bhikkhus, bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, upasaka, upasika, the four sections of the society. Therefore, meritorious devotees, now sometimes when the bhikkhus or the monks delivering this Dhamma sermon, delivering these ideas to laity, tend to think these are not applicable to us, these are applicable only to laity. No, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, these imperfections are applicable to us also. Therefore, both Mahasangha and both laity have to consider about these things, how these imperfections operate in our mind, how they defile our mind. How about uncovetousness and unrighteous greed operate in our mind? We have to understand. Now, this in the massive level or in the kind of high level, macro level, we can understand due to this imperfection, Dutch and British and other various Westerners invaded our country due to this impure quality, this impure imperfection, and what is called modern neo-colonialism is also the same. Because of this imperfection, various high countries or powerful countries want to put pressure, exert pressure on poor countries, less developed countries, because of their imperfection, this imperfection. That is macro level. In micro level, there are grudges against people living nearby, neighborhood problems, sometimes due to various problems regarding plot of land, sometimes fence, right, various things like that can be seen in various areas. So, these are some type of micro level ones. However, this is what is called this imperfection. If you have this imperfection, you have to get rid of that. You have to curb it, control it. Another imperfection, Buddha says, is ill will. Vyapado chittasu ill will. Now, this is always operates in our mind. People are under the kind of suppression of this ill will. It operates because of ill will. Your kind of amity is destroyed in the family, and amity is destroyed among nations because of ill will. So ill will is imperfection to be controlled, to be get rid of. And the next one is more than that. That is anger. Now anger should be curbed with akkodo. Akkodena jine kodang. Koda means anger. Akkodo, non-anger. So with this anger, our mind is definitely defiled. Therefore, we have to get rid of this anger. That is also imperfection, which defiles our mind. The next one is very dangerous. Upanaho citta supaklesho. That is meritorious devotees, resentment. That is resentment. Now, if you have resentment, you tend to take revenge. Now, we can see, we can hear, we can always observe how many massacres, how many killings taking place in Sri Lanka. Before 1950, we heard only one kind of massacre in Sri Lanka. Now, after 1950, what happened? How about these days? Always, on every channel, on every news, we can hear, we can see, we can observe massacrings, so killings, because of this taking revenge, resentment. People keep things in their mind, and later on they take revenge. So that is a very, very dangerous thing, because after taking revenge, they have to be born in unpleasurable planes. People do not know about that. They get themselves satisfied by killing another, but later on they have to suffer for that. So that is the bad thing, or that is the dangerous situation, that is the sorrowful situation of this condition. And another thing is makko citta supakleso. That means meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, the kind of imperfection called contempt. They don't appreciate others' qualities. They try to look down upon other people. So this is seen among people, contempt. Now, I think if you are a person like that, don't do that. Now you have to understand, and you have to study about yourself, not others. There are people like that. Always we can see these people, observe these people in our society, sometimes in high societies and sometimes in day-to-day simple people of simple way of life. Among all people, this contempt can be seen. Even among states, this is there. They don't appreciate. They try to look down upon because of this imperfection, contempt, makha. And meritorious devotees, the next one is palasa, retaliation, insolence. People want to, if somebody does one thing, other one want to do 10 things, like that. It starts as a small child, infant. From the very beginning of the life starts this bad quality, then continuously carry out or continuously do this thing in the life, the entire lifetime. Now this insolence, this is a very bad quality. And meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, another bad quality or what is called imperfection, which defiles our mind, is meritorious devotees envious or envy or jealousy or isso citta supaklesu. People are envious of others, jealous of others. Now if somebody studies well, other one is jealous about that. If one builds up a house in a good manner, I mean 4-storied building, 3-storied building, like that, another one is envious about that. If one buys a expensive vehicle, another one is envious about that. If one receives or if one gets power, another one is envious about that. Like that, people are envious of others. We should not think about like that. We have to think, these people are powerful, these people have got these positions, these people have got this education, these people have got this wealth, these people have got this education, these people have become famous. All these things due to their meritorious deeds they have accumulated in the past. We could not accumulate such merits. That's the reason why we are behind them. Therefore, what we have to do is to accumulate a lot of merits without being envious towards them. But unfortunately, people are envious. So envy is imperfection, defiles our mind. Another, you know, people who are watching this program can think of yourself. Sometimes you tend to give excuses. We are not like that, Venerable Sir. We are, happy about others' development and success. You may tend to say, but inside your mind, this envy is there, hidden, latent. So think about that. And another kind of imperfection defiles our mind, meritorious devotees, is macharyo citta supakleso. That means avarice. We do not like our things are used by another one. So that is avarice. So that is also a kind of imperfection, defiles our mind. Another imperfection defiles our mind, avarice. Also meritorious deeds, Dhamma friends, there is another imperfection, that is deceit. That is this deceit, maya citta supakleso. Maya, people try to show off that they are good, they are pious, they are helping others, they do services to the society, they are generous. So like that, they want to show off. So they pretend. So there are people in our society pretending others, but inside nothing. So outside they show that they are good. They tend to show that they help their parents, attend on their parents, but they don't do. And they tend to show that they do pincomers, meritorious things, but they don't do actually with their, honestly. Like that, there are people like that. They want to appear in the society that they are good. They want to pretend it. So maya, deceit. So this kind of imperfection is there in the society, among people, which defiles our mind, deceit. Another imperfection according to the Supreme Buddha, Satayan Chitta Supakleso, fraud. Now this is quite discernible in the society. So very many people are fraudulent. They use this fraud. They cheat others. So this is found among people, high, middle, low. Any person in the society possess this quality, bad quality, imperfection, fraud. And another imperfection is, meritorious devotees, Thambo Chitta Supakleso, that is obstinacy. They are not soft. They don't listen to others. Now sometimes wife doesn't listen to the husband. Husband doesn't listen to the wife. Parents doesn't listen to the children. Children doesn't listen to the parents. When they put forward just ideas, so that is thamba. So obstinate, obstinacy. And another one is sarambo chitta supakleso, that is kind of competitive way of life, rivalry. If one wants to do something, other one wants to do another thing. If one wants to build up a house with a 3-story, the other one want to 4-story. If one wants to buy a car with 500 million, another one want to buy 100 million. So like that, there are various way of this rivalry, right? So this is there. It is also defiles our mind. Another imperfection, meritorious devotees, conceit, mano chitta supakleso. Now this is found among people who are wealthy, rich, educated, who have various positions in the society, power, fame. These people have this conceit. They are conceit, they are proud, they have pride. I am so and so. I have power. I am the head of this place. I have this kind of education. Who are these people? These low people. I am a very, very rich person. Sometimes no smile on the face. So like that, there are people like that. They don't know that they were, in hell at that time. They were buffaloes in the earlier births, and cattle, and dogs, and cats, and rats, and pigs, and cocks, and goats, and various other animals in previous births, according to the Supreme Buddha. Whether you believe or not, according to the 18,000 discourses, when we read them. So there are so many discourses proving these ideas. Therefore, we were at that time so and so, even though now so and so. Therefore, we have to understand, basing on those things, we must completely try to get rid of this conceit. And another one is arrogance. Now, more than that, atimano chitta supaklesu, arrogant. So there are people arrogant. Now they even don't actually look at the person. There are people like that. Sometimes some doctors, maybe some engineers, some high class people, arrogant. Some political persons, arrogant. And also there are people mado chitta supakleso, vanity. So that is also imperfection. They tend to think they are the people. I am the man, I am the woman, like that. So that is also kind of imperfection. And finally Buddha says pamado chitta supakleso, negligence. Negligence is imperfection. That means not to do meritorious deeds as early as possible. So heedlessness. So pamado, they have heedlessness, not the heedfulness. So we have to have heedfulness. It is the path to deathless. Therefore, we have to have appamado chittas. That means heedfulness. Now, pamado chittas, negligence is imperfection. So, having understood these imperfections, you try to get rid of them from your mind, which defiles your mind. Then your mind will be pure. Now, when you die with a pure mind, then your next birth will be a pleasurable, in a pleasurable plane. It takes place in a pleasurable plane. You have got to be born in a pleasurable plane, happy plane. And even though you are unable to comprehend the Dhamma within this life, sometimes, most probably, you will get a chance to comprehend Dhamma in the next birth in a pleasurable plane. So we must strive to do that. Therefore, having listened to this Dhamma sermon, may you all try to comprehend the Four Noble Truths within the regime of Gautama Buddha Sasana. May the Noble Triple Gem bless with you all. Akasattaja Bummatta Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiran Rakkantu Loka Sasanang Akasattaja Bummatta Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiran Rakkantu Desanang Akasattaja Bummatta Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiran Rakkantu Tang Sada. May you all be well and happy.